We're looking at number 2. Number 2 says the energy stored in a spring can be represented by the formula T is equal to K times D squared all over 2. T represents the total energy stored. D represents the distance the spring is compressed. K represents a constant based upon the spring material. Rearrange the equation in order to solve for the distance the spring has been compressed, D. So we're solving for D. That's our goal right here. We want to solve for D. So the way we can look at this is like so. T is equal to K D squared all over 2. So our goal is to get D squared by itself. Okay. So if I'm looking at the order of operations, the first thing I need to do is I need to get D squared isolated so I can square root properly. So the numbers next to D is K over 2. So we can do this in one fell swoop. We have T is equal to K divided by 2 times D squared. As you can see, we just kind of broke it up for multiplication. The goal is to get that D by itself, but that squared is kind of a menace. So the inverse to multiplication is division, but as we can see, we have a fraction. So a way we can kind of do this in one step would be just to take the reciprocal. So the reciprocal of K over 2 would be 2 over K. Since I multiplied this side by K, 2 over K, I have to multiply the right by 2 over K. Right away I can see the K cancels with the K and the 2 cancels with the 2. From here, we just do a little bit of multiplying. 2 times T divided by K times 1, K equals D squared. So then from here, we want to do the inverse to a square. We can see the exponent's 2, so we use a square root. So the next step would be to square root both sides. The square and the square root, so the square and the square root cancel. So we get right here 2t divided by k equals d. So typically in an algebra course, they want us to, what's the word? Rationalize, but it looks like here in the answer choices above, they don't. So the only one that kind of follows what we have so far would be this. I can see right away this one would be out of the question right away because there is no addition or subtraction. Again here, that's a giveaway too. So either A or D would be the giveaway. Okay, and so that is our answer right here for number 2.